guys, and welcome to my channel, Changing Phases Tarot. So happy to have you here with me today. Now today's reading is the monthly reading for the month of February 2021. I'm sorry, I know I'm a few days late on this, but I want to go ahead and get these out so that I can start working on the love reading for the middle of February. So be looking out for those, and I'm going to try to do something a little bit different, a little bit special with those for the Valentine month. But this, this general reading, it really depends, obviously as a general reading, the messages may or may not resonate with you, and sometimes the messages that come through are more heavily weighted towards, career or finance. It really depends. So, if you wanted a personal reading, you would need to reach out and get a private reading from me. If you're interested, all of the information can be found in the description box below this video. I'd also invite you to join up with me on TikTok if you're on there. I'm at Changing Phases Tarot. And just a big thank you to each and every one of you, subscribers, people who just found me today. Thank you for liking and sharing and subscribing. I really, really do appreciate it, and it means a lot to me. So I will stop for now, and I will see each of the signs in a second for the reading. Hi Aquarius, hope you're doing well. I'm here to get into your reading. I have been shuffling off camera, but I will give the deck a few more shuffles here. So, Spirit, what does Aquarius need to know? What are the messages for Aquarius for the month of February 2021? What are the messages for Aquarius for the month of February 2021? Aquarius for the month of February. What does Aquarius need to hear? What are the messages for Aquarius? Okay. Give the deck one last shuffle. Yep. Divide the deck. All right, here we go. We have at the center of your spread the Five of Cups, crossed by the Eight of Cups. Okay, walking away from something that that no longer fulfills you, right? That no longer brings you joy. Oh wow, Aquarius, what has been going on? We will clarify, don't worry. In the deep past, we have the Three of Swords. In the recent past, we have the Moon card. This is number 18, Major Arcana. And don't worry, this sits in the deep, deep past. So this isn't happening, right? You've already gone through this difficult energy. Crowning you, you have the Queen of Swords. So you very much in your power here, right? As this Queen of Swords. In the near future, you are bringing in new things. You're manifesting with the Magician. This is number 1 of the Major Arcana. You appear as the Ten of Swords. Yeah, we will be clarifying. But and again, this is like the worst is over, right? And you have lived to tell the tale. So surrounding you, you have the Queen of Wands in your environment, or how others are viewing you. Oops. Hopes and fears, King of Wands. And outbound energy, news, right? News coming in, possibly about a job. If this is a relationship, it's one that is, definitely has growth potential with this Page of Pentacles. And your overall energy for the month, the bottom of the deck, you have the King of Pentacles. And yeah, okay. Immediately below the King of Pentacles, you have Major Arcana number 7, the Chariot. This is a card of victory. And we have Eight of Wands, which is news coming in quite quickly. Usually this is positive news, right? So news followed by victory that is leading you to this King Midas energy of the King of Pentacles. So yeah, there's a shift coming in here, you know, and it's like from sort of here, I think the last couple of weeks of the month, there's a major shift coming in, and you know, a significant like leveling up type of energy with this King of Pentacles showing up, because he is, like I said, King Midas. So he is usually an older earth sign individual. Here, obviously, he appears as a man, but it's not gender specific in these general readings. It would typically be an older individual, male or female. And earth energy is Capricorn, Virgo, or Taurus. And he's very dependable. He's very reliable, you know, very strong energy. He's very good at earning money, at making money, at holding on to his money. You know, he knows how to invest. He knows, he's really good at building wealth. And obviously to reach the king, you know, he's gone through from the ace all the way up to the king. He's mastered his suit. So he is able to make money and to hold on to his money. And he has that very, you know, abundant life that is just wonderful to have, right? And you have that as your overall energy after some type of, I feel like it's this quick, you know, this quick, swift change or success or victory. But again, the Chariot, it's victory after difficulty, victory after a challenge, after a battle. So it's not like, you know, an easily won victory. It's a hard fought or a hard won victory. And then there's news. So something coming in quickly that is kind of turning everything around for you, okay? Let me go ahead and clarify, since I have this 3 of Swords and 10 of Swords like staring right at me here. Let me clarify. So what is the 3 of Swords for Aquarius for the month of February? Please clarify. What is this 3 of Swords? Please clarify the 3 of Swords for Aquarius for the month of February. Why is this 3 of Swords here? Okay, we have 3 fall out. So we have Ace of Wands, 3 of Cups, and the Fool. Okay, for some of you, this could have been like a very sort of passionate, could have been an affair, a passionate type of connection with another person. Again, we have a 3. There might have been a 3-party situation for some of you. Obviously, this isn't going to resonate with everybody, so take what, you know, out of the messages, take what does resonate. But there could have been a 3-party type of situation, and then, you know, this new beginning with both of you kind of going your own way, right? With the Fool card, new beginning. For other people, there could have been, you know, usually this 3 of Cups is like a card of celebration. In this deck, it's called Abundance. But celebrating after, you know, a new beginning, this could have been a new job offer, right? A new project. Could have been a project that didn't work out, right? You could have been with this 3 of Swords, and I'll show it to you. I mean, obviously, it's not an easy energy to deal with, right? And usually we think of it as being disappointment. Sometimes it can be betrayal. Sometimes it can be, you know, a cheating situation. But it's, you know, more than anything, it is about disappointment, about, you know, your heart. In this case, we can see that it's been cut through, but your heart, having gone through, you know, something very difficult. So if this was you partnering up with other people, there could have been an opportunity, a new project or a new job, new business. You know, maybe there was a falling out, things didn't go the way that you had hoped, or, you know, there might have been a falling out with those people. And then it's like you just went your separate ways there, which again, it's, you know, it can be difficult to deal with and disappointing, which could possibly be why you have this 5 of Cups sitting at the center of your spread here. right? The Five of Cups is a card of disappointment, right? Of lamenting over what hasn't worked out, what you don't have, what you've lost, right? Fives in the tarot, typically we think of them as being like, it's the lack mentality, so lacking in something, right? Something not being there anymore. And you can see that she has, it's like she's spilling out. So 3 of the cups have already spilled out. She's like, has her foot in this cup, making it spill out. But there's one right behind her, like this Ace of Cups right there, and she's not even paying attention to it, right? She's just so focused on what she doesn't have, what hasn't worked out for her, and what could help or hinder. Yeah, see, there's been either a parting of ways, going in separate directions. The Eight of Cups is what could help or hinder. You can see that she has just turned her back on the situation and moved on. And even though where she's heading isn't exactly clear, she knows that she cannot stay where she is anymore. And like the rest of the cups, we can see that they're all, it might be difficult to see on the camera, but they've all just gone down into the water, right? We see one that's sinking here. The rest are deep beneath the water, except for that it's like that one chalice that was here, right? It's on fire. And I oftentimes when I see this in this particular deck, the representation of the Eight of Cups, it makes me think of like a release type ceremony where, you're releasing energies, releasing things out to the universe. And one way of doing that is by writing things down on a piece of paper, whatever it is, whether this is, a person's name or, whatever the situation is, getting it down on paper and then setting it on fire, right? And allowing it to burn and to release everything, all of the smoke out into the universe. It's just an easy kind of getting rid of sort of energy ceremony. And that's what I feel like is going on here. It's like she's turned her back on it and she's just focused on the sunrise, which is just coming up right on the horizon there. And she knows that she has to move on. So there's like a parting of ways or a moving on here. Let me go ahead and clarify this Ten of Swords. So Spirit, what is this Ten of Swords for Aquarius? Please clarify. What is the Ten of Swords for Aquarius? That one feels like it wants to come out. Yeah, so you have a repeater here. The way that the cards came out, Knight of Cups. So sometimes this night, again, knights bring in offerings, right? Knights in the tarot, they go off on quests, they bring back offerings. It could have been an offering of love. This could have been an offer that made you, very happy, brought you great joy. Sometimes he's like the Prince Charming, the knight in shining armor type of energy. Could be a water sign, more of a middle-aged water sign individual, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. But an offer coming in, so either a new job or relationship. Then there's victory with the Six of Wands. But again, this is victory after a battle, after a struggle. It comes after the Five of Wands, which, number 5 again, it's a difficult energy. It is a card of disagreement, right? Of verbally fighting with others or some type of disagreement. But there's victory. So you came out ahead, you came out on top here. And yeah, you have the repeater card, the Queen of Swords showing up twice. So this is definitely you very much in your power here, Aquarius, right? I'm not saying that what you've been through has been easy, but there is a situation that it's over. It's run its course. You've been through the worst, and now, you're moving on. And again, she has her back turned, which is interesting because obviously each deck, has a different depiction of each card. And the Ten of Swords, sometimes it will have a person, like lying on the ground with 10 swords in their back, so very gruesome, just really showing that the person has been to battle, has been through a lot, but it's like they can't go through anymore, so the worst is over. Here, it's almost like, she has her back turned again, just like this Eight of Cups, and she's moving on. So this is you, you've been through the worst, you've survived and lived to tell the tale, and you're moving on, right? And you now are very much in your power. This Queen of Swords, sometimes she can get, kind of a bad rap just because, she's referred to as like the divorced woman card, or like the bitter kind of older woman. But more than anything, she's just very astute. She's very intelligent, very direct, right? As the Queen of the Suit of Swords, which is the suit of the mind, of the intellect, she is very good at coming up with ideas. She has the plans. She knows how to execute the plans. She knows how to get her point across, how to communicate. But, she doesn't mince words, so she's very direct. But there's victory here, right? There is victory, and you know that you need to move on, right? So let's continue here. We've already talked about the center of your spread, the foundation here with the Three of Swords. So recent past, you have the Moon card. Might be dealing with a Pisces, right? This is water energy. And interesting, because the Moon can have to do with secrets and secrets coming to light. Because if we think about, the sun and the moon, both of them obviously shine a light, right? There is a light that we can use to guide us, to bring clarity. But different than the sun card, the moon, it casts shadows, right? And it's very sort of dreamlike. It's even, I'm not sure if you can see it, but even the woman it looks like her, but then it's like she's sort of floating down below, but she's on top. So things are very foggy. They're not clear with the Moon card. And it does represent as well, hidden things, coming to light, secrets coming to light. And with the secrets, it's also about, tuning into our intuition, listening to those, those inner messages that we get, our intuition, messages coming through from our higher self, in order to provide us with clarity, because we're not getting it from, this moonlight. So we need to tap into our intuition. Sometimes this is when, you have messages coming in at nighttime. Might be a good time for you to keep a dream journal. Doesn't have to be fancy, just, a notebook and a pen or pencil next to your desk, or next to your bed. When you wake up in the morning, jot down. If there's anything you remember about your dream from the night before, even if it doesn't make much sense, as you move through the month, those messages might, become useful. They might become, or might make more sense. So your crowning energy here, already talked about this with the clarifier. It's the Queen of Swords. So you very much in your element, and look how serene she looks. And again, she's like facing forward. She's moving, right? There's movement here. It's like she's on, it looks like she's almost on a boat, but then at the same time, it looks like she's in the clouds, but she's moving forward. And she's moving forward very, very resolutely and very sort of sure of where she's going. Now you have coming up, this is wonderful to have in your near future, the Magician, because this is you having absolutely everything you need to have this new start. And you've made this decision, you've turned your back on a situation, you're moving forward. And you have the Magician, which is basically he's the ace of aces, because he has all of the tools that he needs to manifest, right? What is it that you're trying to manifest? As above, so below. So whatever you have put out into the universe, set your intentions and you are manifesting them. So you know, it's going to be different for everybody, right? If this is about you moving on, starting up your own business, you have what you need. You have the knowledge, you have the resources, right? You have, with this King of Pentacles, you definitely have resources. You have, you know, the intellect, you have the passion, that's going to come up right here. So we've already talked about you with the Ten of Swords. So you have, as how others are viewing you, the Queen of Wands. And I love her. She's just such a fiery character, right? She's fiery energy, very positive. She is a real go-getter. She's kind of like the ultimate multitasker. She's extremely good at getting things done. She's very creative. And she's very determined as well. Sometimes when the Queen of Wands shows up, it's, you know, there's a focus on appearance, or people might be finding you more attractive or more, you know, just more alluring and appealing. But others are viewing you as this Queen of Wands, possibly, right? And if so, they see you as just being, you know, very much in control. The Queen of Wands is, see, she's holding like that little spark. So she has that spark of creativity, that, you know, that new idea, the passion to go after something brand new, right? She has it. If this isn't you and this is in your environment, you could have this Queen of Wands as, you know, somebody who's either coming in to help you or coming in to play a significant role this month. Typically, she would be more of an older fire sign, so Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, but very, very good energy to have for any new thing that you're starting up. And you have the couple. I mean, this is like a power couple. Your hopes and fears, you're hoping for King of Wands. Now, you might actually be hoping for a King of Wands, and if you look at him on this card, he's a very attractive King of Wands, so you might actually be looking to get in a relationship. But if not, you know, again, he is much like the Queen. He's mastered the suit of Wands, so he's very dynamic. He's if there's somebody who needs to go, you know, get a business going, start a new project, he's the guy, right? He's sort of that natural born leader, very very sure of himself, right? He's very courageous. We see the lion in the background. Again, could be Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries. But he is the one that you want. Well, really both of them, right? The King and the Queen. These are the energies that you want on your side to really do anything, right? If this is you embarking upon down a new path, you have this very exciting, creative, you know, determined energy. If this is a new project, very creative energy. If this is, you know, a new business venture, you have like the plans and, you know, the drive to get it done. So however you look at it, very positive. And you end the month with the Page of Pentacles. And this page almost makes me, every time the page comes up, it makes me feel like it's sort of the magician, in the sense that it's not just news of a new job or, you know, a new way to make money or a new home, because usually pages, they bring in news. But this page, it's more than that, right? Since it's earth energy, Page of Pentacles, this is very real. This is very tangible. So this is something that, you know, she manifests. The energy comes in to help you manifest this. So with the Page of Pentacles, you're not just getting news about the job, right? You're getting the tangible sort of results of the job. There's the money coming in, the paycheck's going to start, right? You're going to start seeing the sort of the results of this news. And you do have, I mean, there's the Page of Pentacles, but then you have the overall energy of the King, which is, you know, he's higher up on the chain than the page. So there's definite growth. There are new things. There's manifesting, right? And you're moving on, right? You've turned your back on something. You are moving on. However difficult this might have been for you, you know, you're now at a point in your life where you're moving on. Let's go ahead and get an oracle card. So Spirit, one additional message for Aquarius. What does Aquarius need to know? additional message for the sign of Aquarius for the month of February. Okay, that one just flipped over. We will take it. It says, wandering path, enjoy the journey. Let me put that down and get the guidebook. Okay, wandering path says, you don't always need to know where you're going. We were saying that here, right? I said that she doesn't know where she's heading, but she knows that she needs to move forward. Accept the fact that sometimes the path in life is it's like a circuit and meandering. Yet know that you are always exactly where you need to be, even if it doesn't seem like it. Be present with your journey. Embrace everything that you encounter on the path. It's all for your highest good. Accept what is. This is the key to inner power. The sacred traveler wants you to know, when you're traveling, you are in the present moment. A mystic traveler has no specific goals for the future and is not focused upon the destination. Everything is fresh and new. At times, it's difficult to accept everything that occurs on the road of life, especially if the road seems to twist and turn in unexpected ways. It's an act of courage and faith to accept what is without judgment or dismay and to keep going. Trust that there is a plan for your life and it is unfolding perfectly. Have faith that you are on the road that you are meant to travel on. Accepting what is doesn't mean that you cannot work to change it, because you can. However, this card does suggest that every experience is supporting you for your highest good and your spiritual evolution. If there is something you cannot accept, start by gently accepting the fact that you can't accept it. Allowing for your own wandering path is the key to grace and peace in your life. Yeah, and I think that does tie in with the, the center card of what can help. Because remember, this came out as what could help or hinder. So what could help you is, this enjoy the journey, and understand that no matter how difficult, certain experiences have been for you, they've been necessary for your growth on your spiritual path. And it's all about having, the courage. We have the King of Wands. This is in the hopes and fears. And just know that, you are exactly where you need to be. And, there's a lot of sort of repeat messages here of, new beginnings, manifesting new things, and victory. Remember, we had the Chariot, we had that news, but it's come, after quite a hard fought battle. So, it looks positive. But I think that the message is to not lose yourself in what hasn't worked out and all of the disappointments and the heartache, right? That's not what you need to do right now. You need to keep moving forward and just trust that where you're heading, it is definitely, one, it's right for you, but also, there are many good things coming in here, and we see that in your spread for the month. So I do hope that the messages have helped. I thank you for joining me. I look forward to reading for you again, and just know that I'm sending you much peace, love, and light for a wonderful February. Bye for now.